I got a call from the LA Lakers from Rob Pelinka, and on behalf of himself and Jeannie Buss, and they just asked me, how can the Lakers make a meaningful impact during this movement? And it kind of drew me back, you know what I mean? Because I kind of feel like and like I said, this is just my thinking, and I love everybody. I feel like some white people feel like, what do I need to do to let everyone know I'm down with the movement? Or what can I do to help? Or what can I do to this? What can I do that? So when I sat back and told him, I'm like, man, that's a loaded question. I'm about to hop on a Zoom, but let me smoke and give me till the end of the day, and I'll shoot you back some ideas. So I hit him back first and foremost, and I was just like, this can't be a PR stunt. No. This can't be let me throw a Band-Aid over a knife wound.
Can't join Black Lives Matter. All the actors want to join Black Lives Matter now. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, the train's going.
Really, with the Lakers being who the Lakers are, you can set a precedent. You can start a fund. You can let go of the LAPD. That's what a lot of people. There's certain things you can do.
You can mentor a black child with no parents. How about that?
But whatever you do, make it serious, because you can. The Lakers are one of the greatest franchises in the history of sports. So you set a precedent not only for the NBA but for other sports franchises to really try to get involved. I think it's crazy that you haven't really heard any of the NFL owners speak out on this. You haven't really heard too many of the NCAA coaches, football or basketball, speak up on this. And you think, who drives revenue in both those sports? Young black men. Correct. You know what I mean? So you really haven't had how these obviously, these NFL owners, this is not their main business, but what makes their business boom is black players.
Well, Killer Mike said,
but is this fair, Matt? I think a lot of them, like Drew Brees came out and he thought he was fighting the good fight, and he flubbed one word, but he thought he was saying the right thing, and then he gets attacked. You're talking about probably the best guy in the NFL who gives back to New Orleans and the community there more so than anyone. Yeah. So I think a lot of it, and maybe I'm speaking out of turn, are scared. Because then it goes, you're racist. You didn't say the right thing. Like, whoa, fuck, dude.
To me, I want you to speak from the heart. When Drew Brees initially, I've always been a fan of Drew Brees. Don't know him, but always been a fan. When he initially came out, I thought it was very tone deaf and bad timing, and I said some shit that I said, just being me.
Would you fire off on Twitter?
Yeah, and then he came back and kind of gave a half-ass apology, and I thought that was just because there were people in front of his house saying "fuck Drew Brees," But when
Plus Malcolm Jenkins,
right? So when he sat down and really gave a heartfelt apology, to me, you have to because his track record has been incredible for giving back to the community and doing this, being a great guy. But as the black community, we want people to understand our point of view, and we want people to change. So if Drew Brees thought initially that the knee was messed up, which he thought it was, but then at some point he ended up kneeing, blah, 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 it goes back and forth. But we want change. We want people to be open to change and understand it just with your own eyes, just see what's going on.
Killer Mike said something I thought was really interesting. I love that fucking dude.
Yeah,
I went down that rabbit hole because I'm very, until he made that speech, I didn't know who Killer Mike is.
Man, I feel like I learn so much every time I hear him talk.
Correct.
And I'm listening to him, and they said the same thing. What can we do as white people and stuff like that? I'd love to see some people there are a lot of kids that don't have parents, that need parenting, that need help, and mentor that child. Figure out a way. Now we're all so fucking busy. Everybody's so goddamn busy. But if you really wanted to get down to brass tacks, there are kids out there that could use a big brother, big sister. Man. There are kids that could really use guidance. There are kids that could use that. To me, it's about education.
Yeah.
To me, it's about showing.
My family did the big sister program. This isn't going to shine a good light on it. And we got this Mexican girl. This girl was a real man. She came to the house and I was like, oh, hell no.
She wasn't friendly. Please use different word. Beep out that word.
I'm sorry.
God damn it,
I'm just saying, man. She was
heat for that
not
word.
Friendly, dude. Yeah, but I'm sure
probably
most of them are
8.
great.
Way to go.
No, she was 13.
But I think when white people ask, what can you do? I think the biggest thing now is just, obviously educating yourself, but calling out racism. You know what I mean? To embarrassment, people getting fired, all that kind of stuff has to continue to happen. Like
I worry, Matt, I worry that when you find somebody who makes a mistake and isn't racist, when you find somebody who says something insensitive,
like Drew Brees, not educated, like Drew Brees shouldn't have lost his job.
I don't want them to lose their job because that what happens is that's a reaction. All of a sudden, people go under siege.
Scared. White people are scared.
But you have to understand. It's you can educate yourself about everything right here.
Yeah.
2 minutes a day.
Right.
1 minute a day. You can look. So to me, there's no excuse for an ignorant comment at this point anymore. You know what I mean? We've always given passes. They don't live our lives. They don't understand us. It's okay. it's not. It's finally for the first time ever. It's not okay to be ignorant or oblivious to our struggles anymore.
But there are arguments, right? So there are scholarly arguments that may seem insensitive, but let me give you an example. When Ben Shapiro, who's a conservative, will say, "I don't think it's about race. I think it's about culture." That's a point of view, and people might find offense. You see a lot of black people who go, "You don't know what you don't know what people go through." But Ben Shapiro will mount a very strong argument
of why.
as a he's an Orthodox Jew. He's suffered as
Maybe on the spectrum.
Whatever the case is. We have to allow room in the public debate to have these debates and have these conversations that will be uncomfortable, because that's how you move things
That's the only
forward.
thing people have to understand. Like, the only way with growth, you never grow when you're comfortable.
You never
grow when you're comfortable.
And I think that's
Growth
why
is
this is going to be a
uncomfortable.
positive.
I think so.
I really do.
2020, first of all, has been the worst year
Ever.
It has,
It's
man.
the worst episode of Black
starting with
Mirror of all time.
I mean,
And I want out.
starting with Kobe, it's been a domino effect of not bad things but horrible things.
Kobe passed away when?
January 26th.
My birthday.
You know what I mean? So it's been that. It's been this pandemic, and then it's been, the biggest virus we've had that we haven't actually found a cure for has been race. So it's been one thing and after another. So it's just been such a hard thing to swallow. But I really feel like, they say the sun wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for the rain. Like, it's been pouring on the world, particularly the United States. So I really feel like something good has come out of this, or is going to come out of this. But one thing you can say, whether you want to point out the looting, the rioting, the protesting, whatever, it's been all races, and we're all together.
Did you
Did you
finally,
see
and I think
downtown
that's
LA on Sunday?
100,000 people.
Have you seen
Yeah,
that?
it was crazy.
White,
Unbelievable.
black,
And
Mexican,
white people,
That's
the
Asian.
only thing that annoys me a little bit, that embarrasses me a little bit, is first of all, white celebrities just can't wait to fucking virtue signal. Just
know,
so
just
you guys
shut the
know,
fuck up.
I'm not even working until every black light. Like, all right, dude, we get it. You're not racist.
And I think
and then,
too,
but
yeah.
then white people, I feel like in the protests are trying to outdo. It's almost like it's fucking get back.
Show
Fuck.
how down we
How-
are.
yeah.
You know what I
Jesus,
mean?
dude,
To
but
me,
everybody
we just want the support, and an open-minded understanding. You know what I mean? Just have an open mind and just understand. Before, like I said before, I've said it's been okay before to not understand where we're coming from, but now it's not.
Yeah.
And you have to educate. As the black community, we have to. There's so much we have to learn. There's so much we have to do moving forward. Like I said, for the first time in 400 years, they hear us.
I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.